Singapore's sandwich class are not left out in policy making and will benefit equally from policies over the next 5 years, said Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong.
For example, in education, we're building a whole range of options into the system so that kids can develop their abilities and aptitudes, and not everybody has to squeeze through the same narrow funnel, and you have a wide range of choices in Singapore. And parents don't have to send their children overseas to get a good education. So when we talk about education policy, although we didn't specifically say this is meant for middle-income Singaporeans or sandwich class, in fact, they will benefit from it together with the others. The same true for healthcare units, hospitals, step-down care, outreach to the homes. A third area which I mentioned just now is jobs upgrading and reskilling. We started off with skills upgrading programs for blue-collar workers mainly, but we recognized this need and we started skills programs for PMETs. We will expand them so that the PMETs can continually adjust and find new jobs where their abilities can be well used. The fourth area which the PMETs worry about would be housing. The Sandwich Group are very focused and concerned about the $8,000 income ceiling. We recognize this, and this is something which we have been studying what we can do, and which is the reason why earlier this year we raised the ceiling from $8,000 to $10,000 for the DBSS flats, the top range of the HDB flats. We considered whether to do it for the other HDB flats, such as a BTO, but we haven't done it yet because the property market was very hot and we didn't want to add more pressure on the BTO flats queue, or for that matter on the resale flat queue, because once you change the ceiling, many eligibilities shifting. So the income ceiling is something which we are studying. We will revisit it again after the effects of the current round of measures becomes clearer.
PM Lee said PAP's objective is to have more Singaporeans progress into middle class.
The PAP's overall policy with this group, in fact, is to progress as many Singaporeans as possible into the middle class, so that we have a fat middle in our society, and to help this group to enjoy, this broad group, to enjoy better lives. And therefore, many of our programs, which we put as national programs, in fact, are meant to benefit these sandwich group of Singaporeans who feel sandwiched.
Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong reminded Singaporeans to focus on long-term issues such as education, healthcare and jobs for the rest of the campaign period before polling day. Speaking to the media, PM Lee said the government will do more to help the sandwich group cope with issues such as the affordability of housing and the rising cost of living.
We present what it is which we intend to do in vivid, tangible terms, so people can relate, understand and feel that this makes sense for them, benefit them or not. We have good proposals. We believe we have good proposals. We've been working them a long time. And the voters should scrutinize them, as well as opposition proposals, if the opposition has any proposals. Some do, some don't. And decide which are the more comprehensive, more cogent solutions. We don't always get things completely right. And when things turn out unexpectedly or problems arise, I hope Singaporeans will understand this, bear with us while we fix the problems. But I think we can fix the problems and we keep going in the right direction. I have no doubt that in 5 years' time, we'll have a Singapore which is much better than today's.
For the full interview with PM Lee, watch our other clips.